Good morning. It's the 12th of May, and that makes it brand new bike day. Today's bike is going to be the brand new Rockhopper. Let's take a quick peek, see what's going on with the new bike, take up some of the colors, and yeah, these ones will be available in your stores now. The brand new Rockhopper for the 2021 season. What we did is we did a whole bunch of research on this bike to make sure that we're giving you guys exactly what you want. So over the last couple of years, our product managers, design teams reached out to consumers and retail partners to get the feel of what we needed to offer them at this price point, and realistically what the Rockhopper needed to be. We also looked inward to figure out what we did right over the past couple of years, maybe what we didn't do quite so right, so we could rectify all those issues and come up with a awesome new Rockhopper for you guys. Here it is. So you can take a look. The frame has changed quite a lot over the last years. So let's kind of dive in and see what we got going on there. So we really do feel that the frame is the most important part of the bike. With that in mind, we shared the new Rockhopper frame across the entire range, from the base all the way up to the Expert. All of them do use a premium A1 aluminum butted tubes and engineered tube shapes. What we did with this is we're able to give you a sleek, strong platform that you can take out on the trails that is definitely more than capable. Some of the fun things we've done with this bike is, first and foremost, keep mechanics and people happy. Super easy to install internal cable routing. There are 4 ports to cover all the build-outs you'd ever want to do with this bike. Internally routed dropper post compatibility for those who want to really get after it. And of course, rack mounts and a kickstand for people who just want to burn around town and be able to lock the bike up or just have it standing all alone. From there, the geometry is what really gives the bike its characteristics. So what we went with is an adjusted XC geo. That means is we've slackened the head tube angle a little bit to keep up with what the modern XC bikes look like. We increased the front end length of the bike by 5 to 10 millimeters for more stability at speed. We've relaxed the position to the handlebars, so we brought the front of the bike up a little bit to make it a bit more comfortable for riders who are probably getting into the sport. Big thing though is we lowered the standover significantly over last year, but we've actually straightened out the seat tube. You can see in the overlays there, so you can actually get the seat post down in a little further. So for riders who are growing into their bike, they're going to be able to use that bike for longer, or people who want to put longer dropper posts on their bike, there's tons of room for that as well. The sizing across most models is going to be small all the way up through to double extra large, so from 5 feet all the way to 6'9". So we got that covered. Another thing we're going to be doing is we kind of upgraded some of the part spec on the bike. Rockhopper air forks on Elite and Expert, 4 models with hydraulic disc brakes, 1x10 or 1x11 drivetrains on the Elite and the Expert. And then also the Elite and the Expert will be coming with their rims and tires tubeless ready. You can run them tubeless if you want. One of the other things that we do with the Rockhopper full line of bikes, and actually all of our bikes with suspension on them, but we want to really talk about it here because no one else really does this work at this price point, is RX Tune. So RX Tune stands for Recommended Experience, and what it means is our in-house suspension lab really takes a deep dive into the forks that we put on the bike, and we talk with the manufacturing partners, and we actually have them change the fork spec or the internals of the fork or oil levels or however we want to do it to make sure the bike actually rides the best for us. So kinematics is a word that we use to describe how suspension works with a frame and the ride quality. And so we want to make sure the kinematics match the experience of the bike. So if we're taking a look at price point versions of the bike, so the base and the sport level, we're going to have size specific springs. So depending on the size of the bike, the weight of the spring is going to be different. And then for higher end models, we're actually going to be playing with the hydraulic cartridges in the forks for damping purposes. Another cool thing is we do have size specific features on this bike. We got a brand new bridge saddle, either in 143, 155. We've got the new critically ingrained trail grips that we launched last year, which are really awesome. Keep your hands stuck to the bars. Crank lengths are adjusted from either 165 to 175, depending on size. Handlebars are anywhere between 680 and 740, and then longer seat posts, again, for those riders who are still growing. I'm going to quickly burn through the colors of the bikes here. So you've got 4 colors of Rockhopper. So here we go, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got your Rockhopper Sports. From there, 3 of those, Rockhopper Comps, Rockhopper Elite, Expert is right here, and of course that other colorway. So feel free to go through that a little bit more slowly so you can take a look at the spec and what's going on in part numbers, etc., and the sizes available. And with that, I want to thank you very much, and I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to ask any of your questions or comments. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.